Really quick, before the intro of this video, I'm gonna pre-intro it and say that there are actually a ton of good questions in this Q&A. I wasn't expecting to love so many of them. I don't know, I just was going into it with no expectations. So I'm actually gonna film a part 2 to this Q&A. If you guys would like to see that, I'm gonna film it, and then based off of the likes and the response on the video, then make sure to like the video. Let's get it to like 3,000 likes, and comment below we want part 2 poo, or something of that. Just say something about wanting a part 2. So let's go ahead and jump into the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is actually Vlogmas day 1. I spontaneously, randomly decided that I wanted to do Vlogmas. I did it last year. I think I made it to like 16 videos. I didn't make all 25. So this year, we'll see if I can complete the 24 videos since I am a day late. But I figured I would kick off the Vlogmas with a Q&A. If you guys are excited about me doing Vlogmas, make sure to like the video. Let's get it to like 3,000 likes if you are stoked about Vlogmas. If it doesn't get to 3,000 likes, then that's fine. I'm gonna assume you guys are still excited about it. Let's jump right into this Q&A. The first question comes from Skylar Cozy, and she said, what size Gymshark leggings do you wear? Need help sizing? I actually get this question a lot, and I try to address it as much as possible, but in all Gymshark clothes, I always wear an extra small. I'm really short, so extra small is usually the way I gotta go, and if it's just a little too tight, I'm like, screw it, let's roll with it. I can get down. Annie Barrett said, random, but what flavor ice cream do you like? So, this is a very intense question you're asking me. When it comes to ice cream, there's only one ice cream shop that I even like appreciate, and it's called Ed's Real Scoop, and my favorite ice cream is the burnt marshmallow. It is in Toronto, hands down the best ice cream you will ever have. You actually feel like you're eating a burnt marshmallow, but like a good, it's golden, not brown or like black or like charred or anything like that. Oh, this is cute. Carlos Florek said, how did you fall for Prince's father, aka Omar Yusuf? When it comes to actually meeting him in person, I actually haven't talked about this, so that's a very good question. I think what made me really like him is that he is such a funny, outgoing, personable person, and he cares a lot about other people. So if you're someone that's very close to him, he's gonna make sure that you're always protected, that no one ever does wrong by you. And he even did that before we were dating, with just some stuff that I had happen in the past with different companies and things like that when I was very naive. So I was really drawn to the fact that he just genuinely cares about people. He's really just a good person. And he just always took care of me, no matter what, like I said. So when I finally met him, and you know, there was obviously just a connection between us and we could talk about anything, I was like, this is really cool. You know, it can be very hard to find a guy that actually just cares about you and wants to get to know you. Miriam Soliman X said, do you ever have days where the thoughts you had during the time of your eating disorder come back? If so, how do you get through it? So she's basically saying, do I ever have moments where I think my eating disorder is making an appearance again? Yeah, I actually just went through that when I was having really bad anxiety. I totally was convinced that my eating disorder was coming back, because as I've talked about before, my eating disorder had nothing to do with body dysmorphia. It had to do with depression. After a passing in the family, that was the way that I coped, was by cutting off calories, because I'm assuming that maybe it was my way of feeling like I had control over something in my life where everything else felt like it was just kind of spinning around me, I guess. You know, that's the only thing I could really think of. So when my anxiety came back, I did completely lose weight. I lost like 10 pounds, and I didn't deal with it in the best way possible. I let it happen. I was in a position where I wasn't taking care of myself at all. I would spend hours and hours in bed, hours and hours on the sofa, not doing anything, just lying there staring at the ceiling. So it took me a bit. I got back into therapy, got back into counseling, and set myself back on track. It's really easier said than done, but once you realize that there's a problem happening, you have to make sure that you do your best to get back on your feet and fix the problem. Otherwise, you are literally feeding the problem, and we all know what feeding the problem does. I mean, it just doesn't lead to anything good. So the way that I dealt with it was just by seeking help. That's honestly one of the best things you can do. Kaylee Dakota Murphy asked, what's your P.O. box address? Have some goodies I want to send you and Prince. Also, what is your favorite Christmas song of all time? I really dig these questions. This is making me happy. So my P.O. box is always linked in my description box below. I actually don't know it off the top of my head, but it's like 941 South Vermont something, and then I don't know what the numbers after are, but it's always linked in the description box. So thank you so much. I'm very excited to receive the goodies. I totally appreciate that, and I'm sure Prince and I will love it. And as far as my favorite Christmas song of all time, Mariana and I were just talking about this yesterday. I go between This Christmas by Donny Hathaway or All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I can't pick between the two because they both literally fill my heart with joy. I cannot pick one. Kish Patel 96 asked, what places / countries are you planning to visit in 2017? You guys are killing it with these questions. So I know for sure I'm going to be going to Thailand probably in February. Diamond's probably gonna be going for a month, obviously, because I have my puppy. I will only go for a week, so I'll keep him with my grandma, where he will be thoroughly entertained by her and the 3 other dogs. I always go to Toronto. That's probably a trip that gets taken once every 2 months, I'd say, something like that. So I have Thailand, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, or is it something, I don't know, another country in Canada, and then I'm going to Miami, Chicago, New York, Maui. I am going a lot of places for 2017. There's gonna be a lot of traveling, but thankfully, my little puppers is gonna be coming with me for a majority of those trips because I'm making sure that he can come. He needs to come with me. So there will be a lot of traveling, but Prince and I will be tagging along together the whole time, except for Thailand. Braze the First asked, what is your favorite YouTube channel? I have to be perfectly honest, I freaking love Whitney Simmons. If you guys have not seen Whitney Simmons' channel, then you are probably out of your mind. I mean, like, I feel like everybody has found her now, but she puts out incredible content. I mean, she's so good with her editing, her workouts are fantastic, and she's just so cute and funny and well-spoken. And her dog, Navy, is absolutely adorable. So I'll leave Whitney Simmons' channel linked below. She's fantastic. I guarantee if you want some really, really good workouts and just like a cute personality and really good recommendations, I definitely would check out Whitney Simmons. You will not be disappointed, I promise. Whitney, I love you. And Navy, please be my friend. Selena Q Ramos asks, what tips for workouts do you have for someone who is just beginning a cut? I recommend that you go and check out me and Omar's video that we filmed on my channel called Cutting for Beginners 101 featuring Omar Isaf. I'll have a little video that I will tag you, put you right into it. Check that out. We address pretty much everything in there. Omar's a genius and he will be able to answer pretty much all of your questions. Simba_Hidad asked, first off, love you. I love you too. She said, second, what advice would you give to someone looking to start a fitness YouTube channel like you did? I actually get this question the absolute most when I go to meetups or even just on my channel or on my Instagram. And honestly, my advice now is gonna be different than it would have been 2 years ago, because 2 years ago there weren't a lot of people doing it. So what I would say now is to just realize that you are in a very saturated industry. So what can you offer that's going to make yourself stand out? Make sure that there is a journey that people are getting to follow. Open up about personal issues in your life if you're comfortable with it. People like to feel connected with somebody else. You know, if you watch your own video and you feel like there was nothing that really could help other people or benefit other people, then just think about different ideas, brainstorm, take your sweet time, but definitely just upload frequently, be personable, be yourself, have fun with it. Don't let YouTube fame be the reason that you would want to start it, because at the end of the day, like, it's like, what is YouTube fame? Like, it's not even a real thing. Like, we just upload videos and we happen to build a badass audience that wants to watch us. I know for myself, when I started my YouTube channel, all I wanted was to have like a few people who would comment on my videos, just people that would interact and enjoy the content. So keep that mentality from the beginning all the way through your success on YouTube, because if you let it get fogged, then you're not gonna be doing it for the right reasons anymore, you know? So just have fun, do your thing, be consistent, have great thumbnails, fun titles that are relevant, and be personable, have something to offer. I hope that helps. KJ Fit asks, any plastic surgery you'd consider or want in the future? So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I in the past have talked about, not on my channel, but I had wanted to get a boob job and I had wanted to get lip injections. Those were like the two things that I don't know, I wanted it so bad. And I could say now I actually don't want those things anymore. And I'm gonna say for myself, it's honestly just because I became comfortable with my body. I know other people get it for reasons of honestly just wanting bigger boobs, or they want to be more proportionate with their body, and you know what? Do your thing, have fun. I'm not here to judge you or tell you what you can and can't do. But for myself, it did come from being insecure. You know, I felt like my lips were too small, and they, like, when I would put on matte lipsticks, like, it would dry in the creases. But now I'm like, no, you know what? You got nice lips. Like, my boobs aren't that big, but I don't care. I like them just the way they are. And I think it's important, at least for myself, that I became secure with my body and then made the decision. And now that I am secure with my body, I am happy that I didn't decide to go forward with it. Maybe when I'm like 45 and I start getting wrinkles, your girl might pump some Botox in, but I don't even know that I'll do that. Honestly, it depends where I'm at financially, because $1,000 for a syringe or whatever the cost is when I'm 40, I may not have money like that. Like, I might not be able to just do stuff like that. So I may have no choice but to embrace the wrinkles. Mayim Suarez asked, what are your thoughts on cheat meals and why it's okay to eat them? I'm always feeling so horrible after having a cheat meal. Is this normal? You know what? I am so over this whole feeling shameful after eating something that you've been wanting to eat. It is one thing if you are binging and you're eating way more than you should be. But if you want to have a freaking slice of cake or like a row of Oreos with some milk, like, don't beat yourself up for that. Are you kidding me? The other day I had milk and cookies. I had the Oreo birthday cake cookies and I loved it. Like, there was no feeling of guilt after. I'm like, girl, you were just sick. You have not been eating enough these past 3 days since you've been sick. Enjoy yourself. Like, nobody should feel bad for eating the things that they like. We only live once. Eat the things that you like. Don't feel bad for enjoying a cheat meal. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not gonna lose all your progress in one night for enjoying something that you love. Just enjoy yourself. Eat up. Do you. I support it. SinFit asks, high fat diet or low fat diet? I say whatever fat diet you want. Stephanie Z asked, will you be at the LA Fit Expo? Yes, I will. I will be at the Gymshark booth, so come say hi. Okay guys, that is the last question I'm going to take for the part 1 of the Q&A. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you're excited for part 2, make sure to like the video, and part 2 will be up in like 2 days for you guys. So, or like the day after next, the day after tomorrow. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.